Pleasure you could stay on. I am Pius Kojo Baka, and looking at our stories. The Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications has revealed that telecom companies in the country contributed more than 9.8 billion cedis in taxes and other payments in 2023. This represents about a 30% increase compared to 6 billion cedis paid in 2022. Speaking at the launch of the Transparency Initiative report, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Chamber of Telecommunications, Dr. Kenneth Ashigbe, emphasized the industry's commitment to driving economic growth.
In terms of the taxes, the total contribution that the industry made, both in taxes that we collect, taxes that we bear, taxes that we collect on behalf of government, and other remittances to other allied agencies, was a total of almost 10 billion Ghana cedis is what that we pay. And then the interesting thing is that if you look at that, in terms of every 1 cedi that you pay to any of the networks, which if you look at the taxes that are related to revenue, about 43% of that goes back to government in the forms of taxes, levies, and fees. And then if you add the other remittances, including import duties and all of that, it moves to about 53%. So it is important that if we consider the fact that the telecom sector is the sector that provides the rails on which various other businesses, including large to micro companies, rely on, then it is important that we check the way we tax the industry. We need to offer them spaces, because another thing is that beyond even the 9.8 billion taxes that were paid, for the past 10 years, from 2013 to 2023, over 18 billion cedis have been invested as capital expenditure in this particular industry. And so if you don't provide the physical space, where would the operators, both the MNOs, the tower companies, the infrastructure companies, the mobile money companies, where would they get the resources to be able to invest this level of capex into the industry? So it is really important for government to engage with the members of the chamber, with other tax people, for us to find a proper way of making sure that the industry contributes to government's physical space, contributes also to other spaces, because you notice from the report that over 43 million was spent in CSR in the month alone. So beyond the taxes that you pay, these are also what you do. And then also is the jobs that you create. Direct jobs already, taking out the over 300,000 agents that you have. How about almost 3,000 direct jobs before you have the indirect jobs as well. So this is an industry that is really contributing to the growth of this country. But one of the things that is militating against it is the charges and the taxes that are on the industry.
The Central Securities Depository, CSD, has announced plans of rolling out an enhanced system which will improve information flow on the trade of securities. Speaking to Joy Business at the 20th anniversary launch and unveiling of CSD's new logo, Board Chair and First Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Maxwell Opoku-Afari, explained that the move, which is expected to commence by the first half of 2025, is expected to improve the database of investors. Here's more.
The ceremony marked 20 years of innovation in promoting investment activities in Ghana's financial market by safeguarding investments. A new logo was unveiled to reflect the depository's new values and drive to leverage technology for financial inclusion. Speaking to the media, First Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana and Board Chair of the depository, Dr. Maxwell Opoku-Afari, announced plans to roll out an enhanced system to improve information flow on securities trading.
The new system that they are introducing will have all the granular data, every single bit of it, which allows for policy formulation and allows targeting of policies and allows the market to even grow further, to be able to target issuance to a particular group of people and make sure that these particular bonds or certificates or instruments that are issued is geared towards a particular group of people with specific benefits and growing that particular segment of the market. So that will be rolled out latest by the first half of next year.
On the new chapter of the depository, Chief Executive Joseph Okolate noted that it hopes to leverage technology to expand securities trading.
Today, all banks have mobile, they have internet banking. Why not the depository? So we are bringing on board the investor portal. It empowers the investor so that investor sees everything that happens on their securities account. What we are also doing is, because we are bringing the investor portal, we are democratizing the space. So if somebody is in Tumu, they don't have to come to Accra or Kumasi or any regional capital to open a securities account.
He outlines how the establishment of the depository has diversified the country's capital market.
The visionary Dr. Paul Akwa and the Ministry of Finance started this journey where it was envisaged that an institution like a depository need to be set up. So we automated and we went live in 2004. And we believe we've chalked a lot of successes helping grow the market. Previously, there were absolutely no foreign investor on our market because the large pension funds would not permit these pension funds to invest in a country that does not have a depository.
To commemorate its 20th anniversary, the Central Securities Depository will undertake various activities aimed at improving financial literacy and driving inclusion.
Head of Commercial Banking at Cow Bank PLC, Daniel Appiah, has challenged more Ghanaian businesses to explore opportunities in the export market. He says this is important in boosting the performance of the cedi and growing the economy. Mr. Appiah spoke to Joy Business at the opening of the Cow Bank Trade Summit in Turkey.
Several Ghanaian companies are attending the summit in Turkey to establish partnerships, explore new markets and gain international exposure. Highlighting the need for diversification, the head of commercial banking at Cow Bank PLC, Daniel Appiah, emphasized the importance of exports for economic stability.
We are coming out of a difficult economic situation. The dollar hasn't changed. The dollar rate, our currency keeps going up, but the dollar rate is the same. So imagine that you find a partner in Turkey or anywhere else in the world who you can actually export to. By bringing forex to the country is helping the economy to grow. So, and for those businesses who have been able to identify that and do that, is worth their while. So, even though we are coming out of a difficult economic situation, those who are able to make the sacrifice to get into this, that gives them the leeway.
Among the participants is Felix Bwedu, CEO of Ethlink Limited.
In building construction, it looks like you also have to see what other countries are doing to incorporate in wherever you are. You can't be in your own corner, then do whatever you want. This also serves as a point for exposure to learn what they do in their construction, the materials they use, the efficiency and everything.
Following the summit's opening, business-to-business sessions enabled Ghanaian companies network with Turkish business owners and investors. The event builds on previous B2B successes which have helped Ghanaian businesses secure international contracts and partnerships. Global Eternity founder and CEO Banu Sonmez, who led the Turkish delegation, urged continuous engagement between both countries, calling on Ghanaian businesses to enhance product quality to attract investors and expand their market presence in Turkey.
People trust you, always coming to you, not going anywhere. This is very nice. This means that this is loyalty. But if people generally want to buy cheap things, this is not the world. We have to grow up each other, you know. We have to improve ourselves. We have to go a little to more quality products. If people improve themselves like this, it will be very nicer. Because cheap things, okay, I agree with that. Buying is not easy, but little, if we grow up ourselves, it will be very nice.
Trade between Ghana and Turkey increases every year, reaching $421.25 million. In 2022, the Ghanaian delegation will next head to Dubai for additional B2B engagements as part of this year's Trade Summit.
From one bank to the other, Absa Bank Ghana is making a commitment to reverse the global perception on business ethics and sustainability, which indicates that many employees have no proper ethics in their working environment. Managing Director of Absa, Edward Botry, says the situation is a setback and must be reversed in order to sustain the long-term growth of businesses in the country and Africa as a whole. He was speaking at the Business Ethics Network Conference closing session here in Accra.
Under the theme Agenda 2063 and the Sustainable Africa, the role of ethical businesses, the event provided a platform for discussions on the importance of integrity and responsible practices in driving economic progress that benefit all. Managing Director for Absa Bank, Edward Botry, in his speech highlighted a survey which reveals that many businesses lack ethics in their operations. According to him, the situation can be reversed if all stakeholders support the cause by Absa Bank and other partners, including the Business Ethics Network of Africa.
The Global Business Ethics Survey, 87% of employees do not think that the workplace culture has high ethics. 87%. Now, that is a big number, and clearly it speaks to the work that needs to be done if we are going to achieve our aim of ensuring that there's ethics in business. However, this challenge does also present to us opportunities. Opportunity for us to take the lead and to make a difference in the institutions in which we do work.
President of the Business Ethics Network Africa, Dr. Brian Robinson, in an interview with journalists, called for more discussion on business ethics to ensure more people are aligned with the global trend.
But they did not stop here. So we want individuals to not only have this awareness that comes out of the the ABSA Ben Africa conference, but to actually take those conversations back into the workplace, even back home. You know, to have these conversations in your homes where we talk about these issues and we question and we critique the decisions that people are making. So I think that's critically important. And maybe, if you don't mind, if I can reflect on recent research that we've done as part of Ben Africa. We conducted the Global Survey of Business Ethics. It's the biggest global survey of business ethics in the world.
The Absa BEN Africa Conference is an annual platform used to call on business leaders to create tangible change and inspire teams to adhere to the highest ethical standards.
We have more from the banking space because Odotobri Rural Bank has recorded a remarkable increase in performance with a 92% rise in profit for 2023. The 13.6 million cedi profit complements the outstanding performance of the banking sector, which recorded a profit of 8.3 billion cedis in 2023 from a loss of over 6 billion cedis in the previous year. Here's a report.
Though the macroeconomic environment remains unfavorable, some positives were recorded in the bank's operational performance. The increase in profits was mainly affected by the rise in deposits. The deposits recorded a rise of 314 million cedis from 242 million cedis. Investments increased to over 240 million cedis from 177 million cedis, an increase of over 35%. Reverend Prince Osewusu is board chair.
I have a strong conviction that the bank will make the list of first 10 rural banks next year. We have improved very much.
Both advances and total assets improved significantly to 56 million cedis and 357 million cedis respectively. Based on the performance, an amount of over 1.3 million cedis, representing 15% of profit, has been devoted for payment of dividends to shareholders. The Odotobri Rural Bank invested 191,000 cedis into corporate social responsibility.
Still watching Business Live. We have more stories for you after this break. Welcome back to Business Live. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture has secured a $227 million credit from the World Bank to undertake the Ghana Tree Crop Diversification Project aimed at improving the tree crop sector. According to the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Brian Ichampong, the project will enhance the capacity of stakeholders in the tree crop sector and enhance their competitiveness. He was speaking at the launch of the project.
The Ghana Tree Crop Diversification Project seeks to support sector-wide activities, reforms, and investment in the tree crop sector to enhance production of cocoa, coconut, cashew, and rubber. As part of the project, commercial nursery operators will be supported to supply quality planting materials to farmers. According to Minister of Agric Brian Ichampong, the initiative has the potential to transform the cocoa, cashew, coconut, and rubber value chains by connecting downstream and upstream actors.
The Ghana Tree Crop Diversification Project, a project of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, is being implemented by the Tree Crop Development Authority and Ghana Cocoa Board. The project will take a demand-driven approach to enhance access to inputs, services, and economic opportunities, while fostering social inclusion and strengthening relationships between beneficiary communities and local governments. It will also address the risk of child labor in tree crops through an integrated prevention, identification, and remediation systems. By improving production and productivity in selected value chains, the project will drive income growth at the farm level along the value chain. Additionally, digitalization and establishment of traceable value chains will enable certification, providing further incomes.
Chief Executive of the Tree Crops Development Authority, William Ejapon Kwetu, said the project will address some of the challenges hindering the growth of the tree crop sector.
Over the medium term, the board anticipates significant industry transformation through the Ghana Tree Crop Diversification Project, focusing on 3 key areas. 1, policy and regulatory development. In this area, we intend to create an environment conducive to public and private sector investment while enhancing TCDA's institutional capacity and the governance of value chain associations to stimulate growth. 2, market responsiveness. This will strengthen and coordinate demand-driven research to improve quality and competitiveness in tree crop production, processing, and trading. 3, private sector growth. Here we're going to be fostering a thriving private sector to drive economies of scale and sustainable growth through processing, value addition, and thereby creating decent jobs.
The Ghana Tree Crop Diversification Project is expected to benefit about 53,000 farmers and create around 20,000 jobs.
The National Petroleum Authority has assured the public of adequate fuel on the market and in stock. It is therefore rejecting reports of shortage in some parts of the country. And the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers Ghana COPEC yesterday in a statement revealed pockets of supply challenges due to issues at some depots and of course delays in payments of some private oil traders. But the National Petroleum Authority is rejecting these claims. Mohammed Abdul Kudu speaks for the NPA.
We have enough oil in the system. Our plan for availability of that is 35, and the plan to restock are both on course. And so there is no any expectation in the near future of any possibility of shortage at all. If there is any shortage at certain filling stations, then it could be the issue of distribution, but not the availability of the product, whether it is diesel or petrol in country. It could be an issue of a business relationship between the OMC and the PTT. And if there is a challenge with regard to some payment of debt or an issue between the two, it could actually bring about availability of the product at that particular OMC.
You're still watching Business Live. Now, it's the most anticipated day of the month. For months, we have been announcing the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair. Well, today is the day, and it is happening at the Good Park near Accra Mall, and it looks colorful already. We are joined by our reporter, Michelle Lejikum, for some conversation on this. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, tell us what we are missing already.
Hi, Piers. I mean, it's been, we started today. Today's actually the first day. We had the opening ceremony, and we had the Director for Corporate Affairs at the Ghana Tourism Authority, Grace, as our guest of honor. He officially launched to open up for exhibitors to start business. So selling has started. People are actually, we've seen a number of people troop in. So talking about food to products, talk of these Ghana-made outfits, services. In fact, there are lots of things here, products displayed. And the good thing is, any customer or anyone that passes by to buy any item from the Good Park right here at the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair gets a discount. And the discount differs from which shop or store you're buying from. And trust me, I think this is the perfect place for anyone to do the shopping for Christmas. Christmas is just right around the corner, just next month. We're about a few weeks away from Christmas. So I'll entreat everyone listening or watching to pass by. Right now, if you're on your way to work, make sure that you pass by. Come to the Good Park, the Joy Prime Made in Ghana Fair powered by Hits FM. Come and shop. There's everything for there's something for everyone. For the family, mommies, there's something for you, daddies, for the kids, from food, everything is here. And tomorrow we're going to have the happy hour, which is more of a corporate affair. So right after work, boys used to hang out. In fact, they love to hang out on Friday night. We're doing that session right here tomorrow. So it's going to be fun. It's a 4-day event, and it's packed. There's something happening every day. Today is the opening ceremony. Tomorrow we have the happy hour. That's later in the evening after work. But during the day, we'll still be here. So lunchtime, you can pass by. After work, you pass by for the happy hour. Your favorite DJs will be on the 1s and 2s. Talking about DJ Mercury, DJ Slim, DJ Icon, all the known names that we've had on radio.
Michelle Ejikum, thanks so much for the comprehensive update live at Good Park from the Accra Mall. We appreciate that. And of course, the place to be is at the Good Park for all your needs. Now, let's touch on this story quickly before we wrap up. Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority has certified some businesses operating at the ports to be authorized economic operators. Now, this is a concept adopted by the World Customs Union to identify key business partners and various countries to enhance security and collaboration among industry players. Speaking to Joy Business after a short ceremony to award the certificates, Commissioner of Customs at GRA, Brigadier General Zibrim Ayorobo said this will boost their operations as it strengthens the relationship between the custom officials and businesses.
As we look at the security, at the same time we'll look at the convenience of clearance. And we have created a balance based on these authorized economic operators. It is captured in our law. It's also captured in the convention, captured, that is World Customs Organization, well captured. So it means that once you have companies being certified, they give us much of the information about their companies, their privacy. It also is the facilitation of trade by way of faster clearance. And the other aspect is revenue. The certainty, if you look at the data, the certainty in terms of revenue mobilization. Other countries, like we've been told, have about 100 and something. When you have 100 and something companies who are authorized economic operators certified, it means that your revenue is certain. That is the greatest asset. So the future of, the future of customs is with this concept of authorized economic operators.
So much for watching Business Live for today. I am Pius Kojopaka. We have more stories for you when you log on to myjoyonline.com/business. Do visit the portal and get yourselves updated. Grateful serving you. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.